They're alive now. And we are. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize we were off air. But now we're looking at an owl. I found this one. We're here at the airport, and I happened to find this one. Well, I didn't happen to. I looked for it. You know what I mean. We won't be here too long, I mean, unless it does something, but still very good to see. Look at how cute. Just love them. I mean, I wish we were closer, I wish the conditions were better, but I love them. As I don't know if we were off air when I said it. I don't believe I'm going to get out of the car here, or maybe even anywhere today. But this isn't too bad a look. But with this, rain, snow, I think I'm going to kind of stay in the car. And the rain, snow is picking up, so we're not going to be here too much longer. It's getting my leg all wet. It's coming through the window. But it's good to see. I love snowy owls. I think it's a beautiful bird. So we're going to move on very shortly, I believe, unless I spot somebody else. And from here, I'm not seeing anybody. So, oh, sorry. It's definitely snowing now. Alright, it's time for us to move along. Can't give you super close-ups. I could switch scopes, but I don't think I'm going to. Just going to leave things the way they are. And we're going to move on. Good to see this owl. Beautiful. Hi, baby. If they're not like... Okay, hopefully we're live again. I don't know what's going on. It's very frustrating when we keep going off air like that. I don't know, especially if I have no idea why it happens. I don't know. Just curious if I can see that owl from here or not. sure. We're going to keep going. Oh, you know, I think I know where it is. Maybe it's possible to see it from, you know, from this road, but I'm not positive. You know, you look at a day like today, and the weather's not great. Obviously, you know, it doesn't seem like things would be good, but we've seen a couple snowy owls, and what was, I believe, either a kestrel, I'm guessing a kestrel, or a merlin. I did see a red-tailed hawk, you know, as I was about to start up, and I've seen red-tailed hawks as I drove here, but you never know. I mean, and then sometimes you can come here on a sunny, beautiful day and see nothing. So, you never know. Taking a quick look at the antenna there, or whatever it is for the airport. I don't see anything. I never have seen anything there. I know others in the past have reported, oh, there was an owl there, and, you know, okay, fine. But I've never seen them there. For me, it's always been on the ground, or maybe on a low structure here at the airport, and that's just it. And that time that we saw three owls here on, you know, at one time, they were all on the ground. You know, I didn't check the forecast for this specific area, and to be honest with you, I didn't check for Montezuma. I checked for Ithaca. And, you know, the forecast today called for rain. No snow, and then maybe tonight it would be you know, a possible mix of rain and snow, but yeah, maybe I should have. But I didn't. There's someone behind me. Getting closer and closer, and, you know, quite honestly, weather like this, it's just not smart. My suggestion when it comes to you know, slippery conditions, or potentially slippery conditions, you drive as if you were driving a boat. If you've ever driven a boat, you know that you can't stop on a dime, you can't turn on a dime. So basically, you know, give yourself a good cushion. As I was driving here today, you know, shortly after I began the drive, and it looked like it was just plain rain that had been, you know, falling. And short time after I began, I noticed a car pulled over, and I thought, well, maybe that's a breakdown, because there was a police car there also, and a tow truck, or yeah. I just assumed it was a breakdown, and it didn't look like it had, from what I could see as I drove, it didn't look like it was damaged. Then short distance from there, I saw another vehicle pulled over, and I couldn't see anything wrong. And then a very short time after that, I saw in one lane on the road, things didn't look so good. And I realized that I really ought to slow down, and I did. I slowed right down and decided not to take too many chances. If you think about it, we haven't had, the last couple weeks have not been good for us. Last week we canceled it because of weather, and the week before we hadn't really seen anything, and then I had a flat tire, and that caused caused me to stop everything. I highly recommend keeping Fix-A-Flat or some similar product. And if you can get one, and they're commonly available today. When I had the flat tire, I got out my inflator, inflated the tire a bit, then added the Fix-A-Flat and drove as the instructions call you to do. It does that, they want you to drive so you can distribute the chemicals, the sealant within the tire. And then, pulled over again to finish inflating the tire. And that was good enough to get me home. Although, and it was fine the whole way. And then, surprisingly, the next day, the tire was flat again. And I did have to have it fixed. And you should have it checked anyway, but I had to have it fixed on the following Monday. But anyway, I was glad to have that, and it got me home safely, and that's all that mattered. And, you may say that was bad luck. We had a flat tire. You could look at it that way. I choose to look at it this way. I had a flat tire, and I was lucky enough to get home safe and sound. So I wasn't glad that we had to end the tour that day, but I was very glad to get home safely. Really all that matters. Last week I was ready to have a tour last week. I had prepared everything the night before, and then when I saw the forecast and how bad it might potentially be, if it's going to accumulate or not, but it's definitely presenting a problem in terms of visibility. I cannot see, I can see well enough to drive, certainly, no problem, but even looking ahead, and I'm sure you can see this as well, the visibility is not as clear, and even if you can tell that something is there or not there, you can't see it well. If a bird were there, we wouldn't be able to have a good clear look at it. still worth driving around since we're already here anyway. And you never know, we may see something close or somehow get a view that's worthwhile. I didn't expect this kind of snow here today. So we're, I can say this, we won't dilly-dally up here too long. This stretch had been good before for seeing rough-legged hawks, but not this year, and I don't believe we saw any here last year, so a little disappointed. It could just be our timing is off, but quite different from what I expected. What I had seen was the forecast for Ithaca, which was for a significant amount of rain. 100% chance of rain, and it doesn't mean it rains all day, but 100% chance, and that it was, total rain was going to be like half to 3/4 of an inch. So I mean that's fairly significant. Complaining about the weather, but I am looking forward to spring. Then again, spring means the departure of the snowy owls. So winter has its benefits, no doubt. I'm looking as best I can as I drive by it. That's Chalky Pool, and it looks like even if there was a lot of open water, and there isn't, but even if there is, visibility is poor. Put your lights on. We'll see how things go here. This is likely just going to be a very quick run through the loop here. Although there's always the possibility we'll see something interesting. Let's see the road. I do see two eagles. Not very well. I mean, they're in a tree. I'll give you a quick look with this camera. There's one up here, and then there's one here, which you can barely see because of that snow. Did I get snow on the lens? I think I did. Hold on. Alright, look out. I don't know if that's any better or not. Oh no, you know, some of that's on the windshield. Okay. Better there than on you. So. I'm not going to say it was like summertime there, but when I drove through Ithaca, it was a lot less wintry than this. Now, who knows? Maybe things will be that way once we return. But I don't know. Despite the weather, it feels good to be here. I missed last week, cutting things short. I cut things short the week before. You know, it's good to be here. Now the question is, do I see anything down there in the water? And is it water or is it ice? I don't know. I'll just give it a quick look with binoculars here. Well, we're not going to stay here, I can tell you that. Let me give you a quick look with this camera. Visibility is pretty poor because of the snow, and it looks like things are kind of mostly frozen anyway, so I think we're just going to move right along. Still checking, you know, as best I can. I don't see any birds down there. There may be some, but I don't see any. Stop. Take a look. 1 second. Looks like it's just vegetation there poking through the ice. So let's keep going. 1 second. was rather dirty last night. Windows weren't too bad, but I thought about trying to make sure the windows were really clear. They weren't. And I thought better of it when I saw the forecast. I was like, well, the rain will probably wash everything off, and sure enough, it did. Just saw a couple small birds. Don't know what they were. They look, well, it's hard to tell. They may have been just some sparrows, but I don't see them now. They flew from the air down towards the vegetation to our left. I don't see them. Hard to tell how much precipitation has accumulated on the road here. On regular blacktop right now, so it's a little easier actually. Easier going, I should say. Slippery there. So it's 1:35 now. We're still obviously here in the Montezuma area. We're looking around, but I think, and I'm just going to be looking through this area here, just in case maybe somehow, possibly, there's a snowy owl. Although I haven't seen one reported lately. Let this pickup truck behind me. Behind me. Anyway, I just want to take a quick look. Granted, there's snow on the ground, so it's hard to see again. It's really a challenging area for me anyway, driving. snow on the ground, nothing stands out. So anyway, I'm debating whether or not I want to keep the camera running on my return to Ithaca, or if I should just stop everything and then resume once I return there, because it's going to be likely a slow drive there, just because of the weather. And I wouldn't mind seeing the snowy owls again that we've seen, but unless I know for a fact that they've moved and they're closer and they're easier to see, or something special has happened, I don't know if it's worth taking the detours to go there to either location. There could be an owl in this area, but driving as I am, it's not easy to, and with the conditions, it's not easy to spot. So I may have missed it, or may not be here at all. We'll turn around up ahead. Put your lights on, buddy. It would seem that the Montezuma area is a big dud today. I did see those eagles, but we didn't see them well. We haven't even seen any Canada geese here. Some birds are flying out there over the field, smaller birds. Not sure what they are. Oh, I do see some Canada geese. Just a few. I think they're Canada geese. Let me just take a quick look. No one's behind me. So. No, you're not. Never mind. I thought they were. There's just vegetation. Oh, that was a waste of time. We're going to continue on straight from here. We're not going to go back onto East Road. So, are a couple sections where sometimes I lose you, so that may happen. Still reading 33 degrees. Either they're hunkered down somewhere, or certainly they don't fly as much when it's snowing like this. Some pigeons to our right. All wires. Really admire all the wildlife that manages to survive these conditions. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Pull over so this truck can pass me. one of the eagles that was there. I see the second eagle that was there. No, maybe a different eagle. Well, no, same spot. Chances are just somehow I didn't see it as well. But there were two eagles there just now. Likely the same two we saw earlier. They haven't been gone that long. And the snow's still falling. I don't think we're going to get a much better look, so I'm not going to go up right now. Let's just drive in here, look around a little bit. We're not going to get out of the car, I can tell you that. Unless there's real cause to do so. Anybody? See that? Winter's got lots of life left, but you know, think about it, today's the 25th of January, so January's almost over, and it won't be, you know, too long before we start to see some of the signs of warmer weather. I mean, we're already seeing, not that it's a real sign of warmer weather, but we're seeing longer days, you know, days that are noticeably longer. Makes sense. It's been, you know, more than a month since the shortest day of the year. Time flies. As I'm driving, I can definitely feel the precipitation on the ground. It's noticeable in some spots. back to Ithaca. It's not going to be dry and sunny, but just hope at least it's reasonable visibility. It's almost 2 o'clock, and I think it would be best if, as I'm about to leave the Montezuma areas, I think it would be best if I shut things down and make my way towards Ithaca and then resume from there, rather than keep things running. I don't think I'm going to bother to stop and visit these snowy owls again, given the conditions. Unless they're very, very close, which was not the case for either owl when we saw them. We're not going to get a very good look. So I think it would be best to shut things down. So let's say roughly 3:15 to 3:30. I expect to be resuming in Ithaca. Okay, everybody? 3:15, 3:30. Somewhere around there. Just hoping you got the message. Okay, I'll see you all soon, everybody. Bye-bye.